What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and today we are checking out the ZING 110. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That looks very similar to the King Kong 110 GT, and it is. It's just about the same thing as the King Kong 110 GT. Check it out. It comes with the same type of frame, same type of canopy, and it looks almost exactly the same as it. But this one does come with different kinds of props here. It is the 2345 tri-bladed props here, and the motors are a little different as well. Kind of looks like the motors that come with the Fly Egg series of King Kong as well, minus the bottom portion of it, so it'll ventilate it a little better. So looks like they took bits and pieces of the King Kong products to make it a little bit better here. And I think they got a pretty good competitor here. I did a little hover test and it hovered pretty good, so I have yet to test it out, do some FPV flights as well as some line of sight flights. But the price on this thing is just remarkable. It comes in at $75. So yeah, go and check it out. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can check that out. It does not come with a receiver. You'll have to put your own receiver on this baby here. Now the motors here are the 1104 4300 kV motors, and it comes with a double stack Fly Color Raptor S tower, they're calling it, and the ESCs on it is the 4-in-1 BL Heli S D-Shot ESCs, 12 amp continuous with 15 amp burst. It supports a 2 to 3S battery, so that is fantastic. It does not come with a little opening on the side for you to connect to the flight controller, but the flight controller is the F3 flight controller, and it was pre-flashed with SP Racing F3 3.1.5 Betaflight firmware. I'm just going to fly it with it. Just kind of connected it to my Tyrannus QX7S, so we're going to fly it with it. But this thing has integrated OSD, not Betaflight OSD, but the MW OSD. So it's a little bit different type of OSD. You can't really configure it as on the fly like the Betaflight OSD. But the VTX that is inside of the canopy is the same as the King Kong series, the 16 channel 5.8 gigahertz 25 milliwatt VTX, and it does pretty good. And the camera here, we are given a 800 TV line CMOS camera with 150 degree field of view, so that is nice. And I have installed a AC 800 FR Sky receiver. Now this baby here also comes with a XT30 connector as well. So bits and pieces of this quadcopter, they are trying to improve it over the King Kong products, the GT products. So it's kind of nice. All of the components are very, very nice, and the price is just remarkable at $75. So let's go ahead and check this baby out, line of sight, as well as do some FPV. Alright, we are just about ready to go with the ZING 110. I just want to mention here that I had to put a XT30 to JST connector, converter connector, because most of my 2S batteries that I'm going to be flying with today has the JST connector. So I had to put the battery backwards, facing forward, where the connectors are coming off from the front of the quadcopter, and I had to put another Velcro strap to hunker everything down, like the balance connector and such, so the cables don't flap around while I'm flying around. So let's go ahead and connect this baby up here. There we go. Now there is no
recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Okay, what's going on? I'm too close to it. Alright, so we are ready to go. This does not have a buzzer, so we don't have any warning beeps that will be coming out. So we got a timer going on here. So I got a timer set to 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and arm it and check this baby out. There we go. We got a 450 milliamp GMB battery, 2S, and the sun is just starting to come out. Very, very stable so far. Looks like we got good enough power and very good controls, and it is very smooth. Man, at $75, yep, this is going to be another nice alternative to a micro quadcopter if you guys are interested in getting one of the King Kong 110 GT. Wow, not bad. And that is the full punch out, so not the most powerful punch out here, but good enough for flying around. And this thing does support 3S, so if you use some 3S batteries, and I do have a few 350 milliamp 3S batteries with the XT30 connector, so I'm gonna check that out as well. So far, very nice. All right, do another little punch out right here. Okay, full on. Okay, that is the full out punch out with the 2S. Not bad. Okay, bringing it back here and flicking it over to acro mode. Hey, hey. Okay, pretty nice, easy to control. A little bit of prop wash on the way down. Hey, pretty decent.
30.
It's a pretty nice flyer already, just by flying it in line of sight. Okay, our 3-minute timer is just about up. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in and test it out with some goggles, do some little FPV. All right, so let's bring it in.
5, 4.
So far, so good.
2.
Nice. Okay, here we go, ready to go with the ZING 110. Now, this is another day, and the reason why is because my initial FPV flight with it on that same day got erased because
30.
I actually recorded too much on my micro SD card. I just had an 8 GB micro SD card, and it overwrote the first few flights of that day, and this was one of them. So I have to do a retake today. So this is not going to be the initial experience with the ZING 110, which I have already flown 4 or 5 times already. So this is a little bit of a experienced flight of the ZING 110. So let's go and check this baby out. Okay. It's a beautiful day. I'm not complaining about the nice sunny skies here, but yeah, that is what happened. There's a little bit of static around the tree, and there I am right there. I'm at the cabin today. Very smooth. It flies really good. I've already flown it in 3S, but with the same PID settings that I was flying it in 2S. So it had a little bit of prop wash, but all in all, it did pretty good. And it does fantastic in 2S. Slightly lacking in performance with these props. Not as much lift as I would like to see. Let's go behind the cabin here. There was a couple of jerky movements there. I'm not sure what that was. Okay, so still pretty good behind the cabin. Very good controls, and this is a very smooth flyer too on top of that. Okay, let's see if I can make it through the front porch area without crashing into anything. All right. There we go. Beautiful tree, man. I wonder how old that tree is. I'm full throttle right now. Pretty decent. Not bad, huh? For what you get and what you pay for, it is not bad. Woo-hoo. Almost didn't make it over that tree there. Yeah, there's a little bit of jerky movements. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, so far it is doing fantastic. I've already flown it, like I said, 4 or 5 times already, some with the 3S, and it handles very well. You can slow it down.
30.
Very accurate.
20.
So very, very nice flyer for what you get. $74.99.
8.
Yeah,
7. 6.
not bad, huh?
5.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
4,
bring it in for a
3,
landing.
2.
And everywhere is rocks. So let me go ahead and see if I can land it in a nice little spot right here. There you go, right on the porch. That looks good. There we go. All right, so that is our FPV flight with the Fly Color ZING 110. All right, just got done checking out the ZING 110, the 110 millimeter brushless FPV racer that looks very similar to the King Kong 110 GT. Pretty good. I believe the company name is Fly Color, so they have that Fly Color Raptor S tower, the ESCs, and the flight controller. Everything on it is just fantastic, awesome. It has built-in OSD, MW OSD, but the King Kong series did not even come with any OSD. Got that beat right there. The motors are not bad at all. These props are pretty okay, but you know, tough as nails. I think you can bash it around, and I'm thinking you're not even gonna damage these props over here. There's some thick heavy duty props, so pretty decent. It didn't give me that much flutter or prop wash, so it's okay. Just a little tweaking and you should be good to go there. Upgrade it to the latest Betaflight firmware, and you should be able to smooth things out a little bit. The only thing that didn't come with it is the receiver. Let me go ahead and unplug that baby. I haven't even unplugged it yet. But the AC800 receiver is a fantastic little receiver. I highly recommend it. There's no bind button involved at all. All you gotta do is just power it up, and after about 6 seconds or 7 seconds later, it'll go into a binding frenzy, and all you gotta do is hit that bind button on your transmitter, and you are bound and ready to go. So it's just a fantastic little telemetry receiver. Yeah, it's only like $9 or $10, so just awesome, and it's very tiny. I tried to put it inside of the canopy, but I just couldn't close the canopy well because of this little connection port right there that kind of is a little thick. So I had to put it outside on top of the canopy, just double-sided it, and it works pretty nice. It is a very nice flyer. Line of sight, it did fantastic. The FPV flight was awesome as well, man. It's got enough power, so just a fantastic little flyer. And I only flew it in 2S, so 3S flights are coming soon, I guess. Maybe I'll incorporate it into this video, but I think I'm trying to keep my videos nice and sweet and short this year. I'm not gonna go beyond that 30-minute type of review. So that is just about it for now, guys. So this is the ZING 110. Check it out, 75 bucks. Very, very nice micro brushless FPV racer. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.